have nothing also positive too. Nothing. But it's you have to go to the fever not like last year. Okay. Everybody will get something. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله هيا على السلام هيا على السلام هيا على الفلاح هيا على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونشكره ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم أما بعد فإن أفضل الحديث كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. In the name of Allah, the mercy giving, the beneficent, praise be to Allah who has blessed us with the greatest blessing ever, and that is to make us Muslims. ومما زادني شرفا وطيبا وكدت بأخمص الثريا دخولي تحت قولك يا عبادي وأن سيرتحمد لي نبيا. The greatest blessing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can bestow upon any one of us is to refer to us as His servants. يقول تعالى لن يستنكف المسيح أن يكون عبدا لله ولا الملائكة المقربون ويقول تعالى وعباد الرحمن فأما بعد يا عباد الرحمن. Beloved brothers and sisters, we're coming to the last day of the year.
New Year's.
Exactly, I love that. Thanks, inshallah. We're coming towards the new year. And in each new year we have resolutions. That's why all the gyms love it. That's why they do all their promotions, because they know everybody's going to start by signing up for a gym membership. And sure enough, the first day of the year, everybody goes to the gym, and the second day, everybody goes to the gym, and after a week or two, you have a membership you're paying for, but yet you don't go to the gym itself. And that happens a lot. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about a lot of the dreams and aspirations that we have. I want to go to the gym this next year, and I want to be healthy. There's certain things that I would like to learn and I want to do. There's more Quran that I want to memorize. A lot of us have things that we want to accomplish. Maybe some of it has to do with our families. When me and my wife first married, we were very close, but in the past few years, there's been a lot of challenges. This year, I want us to come close again as a family. My children, I'm having challenges with them, and I want to get closer to them. So a lot of us have aspirations and dreams, and each year we know what it is, and we focus on it. We go on it for a couple of days, and something happens, and we're off the back. Maybe it's with my education and my grades. Maybe it's with my career and my job that I want to build it. I want to build my business and do better. And I start the year working so hard, and then I fall off the trail. So today we want to talk about the catalyst of change. The catalyst of change. So question number one is, what is a catalyst? A catalyst is something that makes things happen faster and easier. They use it a lot in chemistry, where if you add one thing and another thing, it creates a third thing. But there are certain things that will make it happen easier and faster. So we have a brother, we have a sister that says, I work minimum wage, I'm saving money, I want to go to Hajj in 3 years. So one of us jumps in and says, hey, I'll give you a free ticket to Hajj. So now instead of it taking 3 years, that's the catalyst. It just made it easier for me. Instead of waiting 3 years, then I can go to Hajj this year. So if I want to change, we have all those dreams and aspirations, and we do it sometimes when we drop off again. What are those catalysts? What are those 6 catalysts that can make all of our dreams happen and faster? And my source for those catalysts, first and foremost, is the Quran. So what are those catalysts? The first catalyst in anything that you want to go and accomplish is what we call i'tiqad. Your belief in it. Your conviction in it. Do I think that it's something good? Do I think it's something worth working hard for? Do I think that it's something that is important? Or is it something that's nice to do, it's a fad, it's a fashion, and so I work on it for a couple of days and then I drop off the horse? I'll give you an example. We have a lot of ladies, when they have their baby, they have their first child, what's their conviction? That this is the most important thing in my life, that I have to protect and feed and nourish and raise this child to be the best child. And that's why when you grow, everybody says, my mother is the greatest mother in the world. Because she has had that conviction from day one and stayed with her. That this is the most important thing in my life, and I have to live for it, and I have to support it. But then we can find the same lady starting a diet. And a lot of us see it in our friends and families. And they lose 5 pounds, and 10 pounds, and 20 pounds. Wonderful, what's going on? Oh, there's a wedding next month, and I bought this dress, and I want to fit into this dress. So what do they do for a week and 2 and 3? They're dieting, they're not eating, they're not drinking. There's something called keto diet, South diet, whatever diet. No meat, no calories, no whatever, just water. And for 30 days, they lose 15, 20 pounds. What happens after the wedding? Not only did they gain all the way back,
They make it up.
they even gain more. Why? Because there is no conviction in it. So in anything that you want to change, you have to convince yourself and be convinced that it's important. That's why people that lose weight and keep it off for a long time are people that think my life quality is important. I need to eat healthier things. I don't want to get high cholesterol. I don't want to get a heart attack. I don't want to get high blood pressure. I don't want to get diabetes. So it's conviction. When you're convinced, you succeed in what you want to do. lot of us in the month of Ramadan are very religious. We come to the masjid, we pray the Taraweeh, but after Ramadan, what happens? It dissolves. Because in Ramadan we have an amazing faith, and that's very good, that Allah is multiplying the rewards, and Allah is worthy of my worship, and Allah answers prayers. But after Ramadan, I need to build that conviction that even after Ramadan, Allah loves me and will multiply my good deeds. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will support me, and He's always there to answer my prayers. So in everything that you want to do, if you want to guarantee it, the first catalyst is always make sure you have the right conviction in your mind. It's not just an emotion. It's not just because people do it, I'm going to do it, that you're going to fail. It has to be something that you're convinced it's good to do. Number 2 is what we call ihtimamat. What are things that concern you? What are things that you're always talking about? Things that you always like to talk about and you're always involved in, you will succeed in. Things that you don't talk about a lot, no matter how much you think you need them, you'll never succeed in them. And I'll give you an example. A lot of people say, I want to be rich. Beautiful. We all want to be rich. Good. But then some of us will spend money left and right. And what do we say? Money's not important. Money's not everything. But then there is someone else that all they think about is money. How can I make money? They're watching TV shows about money. They're watching Shark Tank. They're watching, this, whatever, CNBC, stock market. And people now are talking about crypto. People are talking about real estate. People are talking about foreclosures. People are, where can I find money? They're always thinking about, they're subscribing to CNBC, and they're subscribing to, Fox Business, and I want to find all those ideas, and there's a meetup.com about, and they're just, everything they're talking about is money. Who do you think is more going to succeed? The person that's always thinking about what they want to do, or someone to whom it's just a whim or an emotion, and that emotion dissolves? Sports. If you want to be a good person in sports, it just happens naturally. Why are so many of us so good in basketball or soccer? It's because, and just go to someone that plays good, and you're going to find all they think about is sports. Games about Real Madrid, and I'm sitting there like, Madrid in Spain, yeah. Why do you care about it? Oh no, soccer is the best player. Manchester United. Manchester is in England, and you're in Boca Raton, Florida. No, you need to understand, their team 50 years ago, 20 years ago, they always win this challenge. When you think about something a lot, you will succeed in it. And that's the second catalyst, is whatever you would like to do, consume yourself, surround yourself with it. A lot of people say, I have challenges with my kids. We don't communicate as much, and they don't listen to me. And then consume yourself with your kids. On your cell phone, take a picture of you and your son and your daughter hugging, and make it the background of your cell phone. On your laptop at work, put it there. In your computer at work, put it next to it. But put their name everywhere. Put their picture everywhere. What do you like to do? When is your birthday? When is your occasions? When is this? When do you have your soccer game? Put it on your calendar with a reminder on it. If you want to succeed in doing something, always think about it. Thirdly, my brothers and sisters, is what we call maharat, talents. When you love something, when you're always thinking about something, when you have convictions about it, then you start to grow the third one, which is maharat, which means talents. Talents, how can I do it better? What are the different ways of doing it? What are the tips and tricks of doing this better? How do I develop talents in doing it? If you play a sport, you know it, because now you can. I hate it because I don't know how to play soccer that good, but once in a while I'll go play. And before we even start playing, people that love to play, what do they like to do? I call it showing off. They like to dribble the soccer ball. They're like kicking it 5-10 times on the right hand, on the left hand, and they're bouncing it back. People that like to play basketball are always out there shooting and doing this, and they're always dribbling. Grow your talents in what you like. You started real estate and you want to make some serious money? Well, go get those certifications. There's about 5 exams. Take one after the other. Surround yourself with it. Grow your talents in it. Grow your communication skills. Yes, but I don't communicate very good. I don't know how to close. There's something called closing. In business, in marketing, a lot of people can market a product. Where people fail is in something called closing. How do you close the deal? Go on YouTube, take a class in it, strengthen yourself, review it, be better in it, and see how much more you can excel in it. And as a Muslim, similarly, grow your talents as a Muslim. A Muslim has a lot of strength. And Allah mentions 2 of them that go hand in hand. Allah says, strengthen yourselves, ista'inu bis-sabr wal-salah. You want to be a good Muslim? You want to be successful in everything that you do in this life? Have 2 things that always go hand in hand. Patience, perseverance, and salah. So grow your talent in salah. Schedule, put your alarm. Have the prayer times in your phone, in your car, in your whatever, so you're always being reminded of time of salah. Whenever you have a few minutes, pray 2 rak'ahs. You wake up in the middle of the night, pray 2 rak'ahs. Before the salah come early, so you can pray 2 rak'ahs. After the salah, just take a minute and pray to build that talent so that you're close to Allah. The man came to the Prophet ﷺ and said, Prophet of Allah, I want to be in Jannah. The Prophet, and pray, he says, pray to Allah, ask Allah to make me from the people of Jannah. The Prophet ﷺ says, أَعِنِّي عَلَى نَفْسِكَ بِكَثْرَةِ السُّجُودِ. Help me in my dua, in my support for you to enter Jannah by making a lot of sujood and prostration in your salah. So strengthen your talents. Number 4 is what we call ilaqat, relationships. Whatever you are doing, whatever your goals, whatever you would like to accomplish, a better marriage, a better career, a better business, being a better Muslim, being a better husband, being a better businessman, being a better father, being a better son, being a better daughter, whatever it is. Relationships are important. There is no Muslim ever better than the Prophet ﷺ. Yet Allah in the Quran says, وَاصْبِرْ نَفْسَكَ مَعَ الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ بِالْغَدَاةِ وَالْعَشِيِّ يُرِيدُونَ وَجْهَهُ. Muhammad, always surround yourself with people that are praying to Allah and praising Allah, and they're following the path of Allah and reading the Quran and praying. Muhammad, always be around them. Because we as human beings are affected with what is around us, with our circumstances, the people around us. You could be happily married, and you hang out with some brothers. I know the sisters are going to be very happy with what I say, and the brothers are going to kill me. You could be happily married, but you hang out with brothers. This one got divorced, and this one is always talking about, man, I hate women. They don't understand. They're just stupid. They don't have a good opinion. And another one that says, oh, just marry a second wife. My friend so-and-so, he married us, and he's acting for the new wife. You go from a state of being happily married to doubting your own marriage, even though your wife is an angel. You want a happy marriage? Surround yourself with people that are happily married, period. You want a good business? Surround yourself with people that are successful in their business. You want to be a better Muslim? Surround yourself with people that are better Muslims. And I think I've mentioned it before, that one year, I was so happy years ago, that during the month of Ramadan, with everything that I do, and I'm working full-time and everything else, it seemed that I was going to complete the Quran 3 times in 1 month. Boy, I felt good. I'm like, MashaAllah, nobody in the world is better than me. Reading the Quran, and I have work, and I have this, and I'm going to finish it 3 times. And I went to the masjid, and it was about the 22nd night of Ramadan. And we had an imam. And he was so upset, very disappointed, look heartbroken. And I said, Imam, what's wrong with you? He said, this is the worst Ramadan of my life. I said, what's wrong? We prayed the way down, you're happy, everybody's happy. He said, yes. But wallahi, since about 15, when I was 15 years old, and this is a man, this is about 60 at that time, PhD from Al-Azhar University. He says, since I was a child until today, each year I would complete the Quran 27 times in the month of Ramadan. This is the only year that I think I'm going to finish it 23 or 24 times. And you can imagine how I felt. Mr. 3, champion 2, sitting to know someone who is upset because they're going to finish it 23 times. So if I want to read the Quran more, I need to surround myself with someone like that. That reads it at night, that reads it during the day, that wakes up in the middle of the night. He has the family, he has the wife, kid, full-time job, everything else, involved in the community, and yet is able to read the Quran that many times. Almost the entire Quran once a night, a day. So always build your relationships out of the people you inspire to be. If you want to be good at sports, do not hang out with me. I'm a computer geek. If you want to learn about computers, I'd love to sit with you and sit with me. But if you want to be a better soccer player, or basketball player, or football player, no, surround yourself with someone that does it. You want to be a better father, a better mother, find someone that has amazing kids, find out how they raise them, hang out with them, see what they do, how they prioritize their family, how they're always around them, and the things that they do for them. You want to be a better husband, you want to be a better wife, find that person that has been married for 20 and 30 years and is happily married, and surround yourself with them, with their perseverance, with their happiness, how they go out of their way to make their spouse happy, how they sacrifice for them. You want to be a better Muslim? Surround yourself with people that no matter what the occasion is, when it's time for salah, they say, excuse me, and they go pray. And they love reading the Quran. And they're always talking about Allah. You can be talking about anything else, and the name of Allah comes in. I remember when I was in college, I had a roommate, no matter what you talked about, he always had to say, SubhanAllah, bring the name of Allah into something. You're going to buy a car. Oh, SubhanAllah, man, car is how Allah created it to come. You're like, okay, SubhanAllah. Hey, you're going to the bank and you ask what Allah's name in there about financially and how we have money to do this and money to do that and whatever. The other day I was talking to him, and one of our friends was complaining because they were trying to transfer money out of PayPal and didn't have money on PayPal. And wallahi azim, you know what he said? He said, Alhamdulillah, you guys have what's called first world country problems. You have to say Alhamdulillah that you don't have money on PayPal. And the brother looked at him and said, what do you mean? He said, in third world countries, people don't have water to drink. They don't have food for dinner for them and their families. They have to walk for miles to get a bus. And you're worried about your PayPal and your better. Say, Alhamdulillah. And suddenly the brother went from someone who was depressed to someone saying, wow, you're okay, Alhamdulillah. أقول هذا القول واستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم من كل ذنب فاستغفروا الله غفور رحيم. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. أما بعد. I guess before I complete the khutbah, maybe after the salah, we might do a quick survey because originally the khutbah was 1:15 to 1:45, and I think when you come and you notice sometimes we finish at closer to 2, so some people will come in and say, you guys are going much longer, and sometimes when we finish a little bit earlier, and people come closer to 2 o'clock and say, you know, we missed the khutbah and you guys finished early, so maybe we'll just do a quick survey if that's okay with everyone, just to find out, should we stick with 1:15 to 1:45, or maybe a little bit later, or whatever the number is. We just want to make sure that everybody, inshallah, fits their schedule the best. Beloved brothers and sisters, like I said, we're about to start a new year. And thank you for correcting me, Sheikh Muhammad. We're about to start a new year, and in this new year, we all have aspirations. We all have goals. There's a lot of things that we want to accomplish. And a lot of times we get excited and emotional for a few days, but then it just doesn't continue. So today we're talking about 5 factors that we call the catalyst factors that makes things, or 6 things that make it more possible. And if you have some of those elements, then you're more likely to get it done. If you have all of them, then guaranteed you will succeed. Whatever your goal is, to lose weight, to exercise more, to have your own business, to grow your career, to be a better Muslim, to be a better husband, to be a better wife, to be more honorable to your parents, to be more social. Whatever your goals are, if we have those 6 catalysts, we're guaranteed success, inshallah. The first one, as we said, is qana'at. Have convictions in what you're doing. Not something temporary, not something emotional, not something because other people are doing it, I'm going to do it, because you'll do it, but then you will cut off. But make sure you're convinced that what you're doing is right and why you're doing it. Like I gave an example earlier with people saying, hey, there's a wedding, so we lose some weight, but after the wedding we gain all that weight and more weight. Because we don't see the health benefits, we don't have that strong conviction in it. Or some of us that say, I want to be a better Muslim, and we'll pray day and night and make dua day and night for a week, but because we don't have that strong conviction, we lose it after a few days. So have conviction in what you're doing. Number 2 is ihtimamat. What do you always think about? What are you always reflecting about? If you want to succeed in something, make sure that that thing is your priority. A lot of brothers might say, my marriage is, the past few years we're having some problems, or the sister says that. Why did you get engaged and why did you get married? Because when you were engaged, you were thinking about her all the time. She was your ihtimamat. She was what you were always thinking about. Her father, I gotta make him happy. I'm gonna buy him this gift. Her mother, and she likes this. I'm gonna buy her that. And she likes this. Okay, she likes this restaurant. We're gonna go to this restaurant. We're gonna buy this food. I'm gonna smile to her. She likes this song. I play this song. She likes to listen to this shaykh. You were always thinking about, when you always think about something, you will succeed in it. When you put it in the back burner, no matter how emotional you are, I want to be a good Muslim, I want to be a good husband, I care about my kids. But if I don't always think about it, I don't succeed in it. Number 3 is talents. When you love something, you grow talents in it. Always find different and new ways of inspiring and doing better in what you do. Grow your talents. And a good example is a lot of you are into sports. When you first played soccer or basketball or whatever it was, you could just pass the ball, that's it. But now, like I said, a lot of us, before a soccer game, what do? You start dribbling and kicking from here to here, passing it, and all those talents, and spinning the ball, and not shooting it straight, but you put that curve into it, all those talents. Same thing in business, same thing in your career, same thing with your education. Always build your talents and find more resources, and that is how you succeed, is by growing and growing yourself. As a Muslim, you sharpen yourself, you read more Quran, you connect more with the Prophet ﷺ, you find different ways, dua that I can pray to protect me from this, a prayer that I can do to do this, verses that I'm going to, and how to be better to Muslims, and how to support the masjid more, and how to teach more, and you find more talents to grow, and focus on those talents. Number 4 is relationships. If you want to succeed in something, your friends, the circle around you, you choose them to be successful in it. I remember through college and years after college, me and my cousins and friends will go to the gym about 2 to 3 times a week. And we would go for an hour and a half on the weekend. And I did not grow a single muscle. You know why? Because we go to the gym and we hold a little bit of weights, and then we start talking, did you hear about this? And did you hear about that? Yeah, okay, your turn, you go ahead. Years, I didn't grow a single muscle. And one time, me and my friend were at the gym, and this guy, a personal trainer, said, hey, I'm a trainer at another gym, and I'd like to train you guys. And we said, no, you guys are rip-off, you guys charge a lot of money. He said, don't worry about it. Just pay my membership, and I will train you guys 3 days a week. I said, okay, sure. Membership is what, $50 or whatever? He paid $25, I paid $25, and was starting to train with someone that is really a trainer. And before you know it, people from 35 to 45 to 55, and I changed completely within 30 days. What I didn't do in 7 years of going to the gym, spending an hour and a half, now we go to the gym 3 days a week, 25 minutes, and I'm doing 5 times the weight that I used to do for 7 years. In 30 days. Why? Because relationships. A lot of us struggle with our marriages, with our friendships, with our business, with our education. Change the circle of friends that you're around. Choose people that are successful in what you want to be. And find how much you will change. Number 5 is what we call qudwat, role models. The word idolize, I want to use it, but again, idol, a lot of Muslims misunderstand it. But basically, who's your idol? Who do you idolize? Who is your role model? Who do you think is a great, successful person? Choose your idols, your role models very carefully. If you want to be a good husband, find someone that is a good husband, that's persevering, that's patient, that loves his wife, that his wife loves. If you want to be good in business, find someone that struggled hard and succeeded in their business and went through it. If you want to be good in your college and your education, find someone that came and struggled so hard to study day and night and stayed up late nights and studied until they got to where they were. And make that person your role model. I'll never forget when I was in college, we had someone, one of our friends, literally, this is his name. We used to call him Muhammad Protein. Muhammad Protein. Why? Because this brother came, and wallahi al-azim, he was this skinny. And he said, my dream one day is to be a bodybuilder. And we would laugh at him and say, good luck. Who was his role model? A guy by the name of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Someone that grew up in this little place, Austria, whatever, and came to the United and did this, and won this, and won that, and whatever. So when you go to his house, he has pictures of Arnold, Mr. Olympia, muscles like this, muscle like that, weightlifting, whatever. What did he do? He bought the book of Arnold. He bought the diet of Arnold. And the reason we call him Muhammad Protein is what? Imagine this skinny brother having 6 eggs in the morning because egg white is all protein. And we would laugh at him. I said the whole month, I don't eat 6 eggs. And you get it every day for protein? Well, you're going to get a high cholesterol, you're going to die. Something's going to happen to you. Long story short, 5 years later, Muhammad, when we used to live in Iowa, he became Mr. Iowa, Mr. Illinois, Mr. Minnesota. His muscles, shopping, he has to order stuff online. I mean, those people you see, world champions and muscles and tearing up, that was him. Because he idolized, he saw the role model, he had the pictures all over. I have a friend that used to compete in basketball from Sudan. And wallahi, when he came from Sudan, did not know how to shoot a basketball. But that brother had pictures of Michael Jordan all over his room. When you walk into it, like there's a picture of the full length and picture of him shooting and picture of him whatever. He always wore Nike 23, everything else. He idolized these role models and he turned into a semi-Michael Jordan basically. So if you want to succeed in doing something, choose who your role models are. And if you want to be a good Muslim, Allah says in the Quran, قَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ. Verily, in the Prophet of Allah, Muhammad is your role model. It's who you should idolize. Who should inspire to be like. Because as a husband, he was amazing. As a father, he was amazing. As a businessman, he was amazing. As a worshiper, he was amazing. As a loving person, he was amazing. As a neighbor, he was amazing. During times of hardships, he was amazing. Just name it. And in every condition, he was the best of the best. So if you want to succeed, choose your role models. Finally, my brothers and sisters, nothing, and this is number 6 and the final one, nothing in the heavens and the earth happens without the permission of Allah. So ask and pray to Allah. Everything that we talk about are reasons. You want to be a doctor, go to college and study. You want to exercise, go to the gym and work out. You want to do this. And all of those are things that if Allah says be, they will happen. And if Allah says no, they will not happen. So always start your day by praying to Allah. Always fill your day with prayers to Allah. Always end your day with prayers to Allah. Love no one as much as you love Allah. And I conclude with this hadith. And I want to start my year, and I want us all to start our year with this hadith. Take the reasons. Do the first 5 steps. Choose your role models. Have conviction in what you want to do. Build relationships in it. Work hard for what you want. But more important than all of those 5, I will summarize it with one hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. One day had a young person, a young child riding a horse with him. His name is Mu'adh. The Prophet ﷺ said, Ya Mu'adh, listen Mu'adh. He says, yes, Prophet of Allah. And the Prophet ﷺ was quiet. And then again he called him and says, Ya Mu'adh. He says, Na'am ya Rasulullah. Yes, Prophet of Allah. And again he was quiet. And the third time he says, Ya Mu'adh. He says, Na'am ya Rasulullah. Why did the Prophet ﷺ do this? Because in Arabic, if you want to tell someone something that is very important, you repeat it 3 times. That's why when you read Sahih Bukhari, a lot of times he says, and the Prophet ﷺ repeated it 3 times. So when he repeats something 3 times, it means this is very important. So the Prophet ﷺ called him 3 times. He's sitting right next to him, basically saying, I need your 500% attention to what I'm going to say, because this is a game changer. This is a life changer. This is something you need to live with and by every single day. The Prophet ﷺ says, إِذَا سَأَلْتَ فَاسْأَلِ اللَّهِ وَإِذَا اسْتَعَنْتَ فَاسْتَعِنْ بِاللَّهِ واعلم أن الأمة إذا اجتمعت على أن ينفعوك بشيء لن ينفعوك إلا بشيء قد كتبه الله لك. واعلم أن الأمة إذا اجتمعوا أن يضروك بشيء لن يضروك إلا بشيء قد كتبه الله عليك. رفع القلم وجفت الصحف. Mu'adh, if you need help, ask Allah. If you need support, seek your support from Allah. How many times, brothers and sisters, did you say, brother so-and-so can help me with this, or this bank can help me with this, or this organization can help me with this, or this people, I know that the mayor, I know the city, I know that, I know they're going to help me with this. How many times did you go to someone and they close the door in your face and say, sorry, we can't do it? How many times? You want to do it right? If you ask of Allah. If you need support, seek all of your support from Allah. Mu'adh, know that if every single person in the universe and the angels and the jinn want to hurt you and harm you, and Allah doesn't want it, they will never be able to touch you. And if everyone in the world and the angels and the jinn want to benefit you, they want to serve you, they want to help you, they want to support you, and Allah doesn't want it to happen, it's not going to happen. Mu'adh, the pen has been raised and the ink is dry. What does that mean? It means if you're afraid, you're stupid. Because Allah's decision has already been prescribed. It also means people, circumstances, jinn, angels, whatever. cannot help us or support us if Allah doesn't will it. And most importantly, and I conclude with this, that Allah, who created the heavens and the earth, Allah who created us, Allah who supported us, Allah who gave us our health, Allah who gave us our wealth, Allah who gave us our families, Allah who gave us our strength, Allah who gave us whatever we have, Allah who gives us whatever we want before we ask, what we ask, after we ask, without even knowing that we need it, He still gives us. If you need, ask Him. أقول هذا القول وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه غفور رحيم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we inspire to start the new year, we ask you to make this day and the beginning of this new year a new page in our life. A life that is filled with happiness with us and our families. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us in this new year with great joy and happiness with our spouses, with our husbands, with our wives, with our children, with our parents, with our neighbors, with our community, with our masjid, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Fill us with happiness for our brothers and sisters all around the world, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in this new year, we ask you that every one of us that is sick, that is struggling with a lung disease, Ya Rabbal Alameen, that you heal all of us, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Heal us from all of the hardships that we win, all the sicknesses that we win, all the diseases that we go through, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Heal us from it and give us a good health and help, Ya Rabbal Alameen, protection and healing from you, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those that are going through financial difficulties, those that are going through debt, Ya Rabbal Alameen, those that cannot pay their rent, those that are struggling from job to job, those that have lost their jobs, Ya Rabbal Alameen, open so much provision on us this year, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Protect all of them, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Increase their income and give them all the wealth that they need from halal, Ya Rabbal Alameen, and spending it in halal and widenness. All the debt that each and every one has, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Shower us with wealth, Ya Rabbal Alameen, that will provide us and cover all of our debts and increase us more and more. برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our children, they are our pride and joy. They are going through hardships. They are going through challenges. They are going through temptations. No one can protect them except for you, Ya Rabbal Alameen. In this year, raise our children to be the best Muslims that they can be. Make them love you, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Make them love Salah. Make them love the masjid. Make them love each other, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Raise them and give them the best of health, the best of wealth, the best of knowledge, and the best of education. Make them the closest, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Make them our pride and joy in this world and in the hereafter, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our parents, if they're alive, allow us to honor them the best that we can. Allow us to love them the best that we can. Allow us to visit them and reach out to them and contact them and give them gifts and bring happiness and joy and smiles and laughter to their faces as much as we can this year. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if our parents have passed away, shower your mercy, shower your grace upon their graves, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, shower your mercy upon our parents if they have passed away. In this moment, Ya Rabbal Alameen, make them happy, make them joyful, enlighten their graves, Ya Rabbal Alameen, make them appreciate us, Ya Rabbal Alameen, and join us and our family members and our loved ones in the Firdaus al-A'la. يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. وقوموا لصلاتكم يرحمكم الله.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله هيا على الصلاة هيا على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الذين أنعمت عليهم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بل يريد الإنسان ليفجر أمامه يسأل أيان يوم القيامة فإذا برق البصر وخسف القمر وجمع الشمس والقمر يقول الإنسان يومئذ أين المفر كلا لا وزر إلى ربك يومئذ المستقر ينبأ الإنسان يومئذ بما قدم وأخر الإنسان على نفسه بصيرة ولو ألقى معاذيره لا تحرك به لسانك لتعجل به إن علينا جمعه وقرآنه فإذا قرأناه فاتبع قرآنه ثم إن علينا بيانه الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله
Assalamu alaikum. As Brother Bashir mentioned before you leave, we're going to do the survey quickly by just raising your hand. So the time for Jummah, so we've been confused by what time we start, so based on our community. So whoever will starting the khutbah at 1:15, 1:15 to 1:45, or 1:30 to 2 o'clock. So if you are with 1:15 to 1:45, please raise your hand. we start at 1:30. And we need to stress the importance of Jum'ah, so it's very important. So from the khutbah of Brother Bashir, there's something that you have to be convinced this is very important and this is fard. Then coming late to Jum'ah is not where you get the full reward of Jum'ah. So if you come in, make your plans that you are coming to Jum'ah because it's very important to you from your daily routine and from this is the thing that you have to put as serious, take it seriously to come to Jum'ah. So coming late to Jum'ah, you will not get the full reward of Jum'ah. It's very important. So that's it. Please don't forget that. And another thing, the masjid needs your help. Please help the masjid. The donation box is outside. And we last week we announced about the picnic on Sunday. So it's cancelled because of what we see here because of the COVID situation. And please protect yourself. The cases are going on. So always wear the mask even if you are vaccinated. And in the masjid, anything inside, please keep yourself safe and your family, please. One last thing, we mentioned last week that somebody in the community needs help. Somebody was committing, and I think commitment didn't click with many people here. So please, this brother needs help. He was helped by another brother who was helping him monthly with $200 monthly. So if you can help at any given time without commitment, so I can give you his number, his Zelle account. You can Zelle to him anytime, whenever you want. So this is a big help. So if you want to help, he's in need for help. He gets some from the government few that can cover rent, but he needs help. So if you are willing to help one time or whatever you can do, just reach out to me after the prayer and I will give you provide the number. Thank you. Jazakumullah. Yeah, our brother here, Hasanat, he's sick. He got COVID, I think, this week. So please keep him in your prayers that may Allah heal him and his family and give him speedy recovery, inshallah. And to protect all of you and your families. Jazakumullah.